I've never done a football game here before. This is my first football game. I was a staple in the Izzone for a couple of years with Brent and Lav, and when that crew was together, and amazing experiences with that. But yeah, this is my first football game.
So what are your impressions of Michigan State?
Football?
Well, just football or being here?
It's like home. It's like family. I mean, I felt like I was a distant relative to Izzo for how many years I had been here and how many games I've done basketball-wise. So, I'd really appreciate if we could play the game tomorrow in the Breslin Center. I'm from the South, and, these temps today were not exactly my favorite. But I'm excited to be here. It'll be a great game.
What about all the teams changing conferences and stuff? Are you just concerned about the future of the game, or what are your thoughts on all that?
I'm not concerned about the future of the game. I'm disappointed the way, and who knows? Nothing is set. Nothing's been decided. Nothing's been, set in stone. But, in situations, I grew up in the SEC, went to the University of Florida, and, you talk about if Missouri joins the SEC, Florida LSU won't play anymore. I mean, they've played 41 consecutive games. It's just you feel like a lot of tradition could be, messed with, and especially with, Texas A&M now leaving the Big 12. I can't imagine them not playing Texas anymore. It's just, you start messing with things that people grew up loving the sport because of. And I'm old-fashioned, working with guys like Kirk and Chris and Coach Corso, you become old-fashioned in your thinking. And I hate to see a lot of those rivalries and the tradition just kind of be interrupted and no longer happening. It's awesome. I mean, like I said, even when I went to UF, it was just like, oh my gosh, College Game Day's in town. But now it's really turned into such a circus. I mean, look at it. That looks like Barnum and Bailey, circus over there. It's, we're the lions and the tigers. It's nuts. It's, everybody gets so excited. We have cookies inside with our faces on them. I mean, just everybody gets really jacked up that we're here, and it's so exciting. And I think the biggest reason why college football is so popular, and you have guys that have become superstars that play the sport, is because of this show. I mean, we're out every week doing features on them. If you're talked about, by Kirk or by Chris, it's such a big deal having Coach Corso say your name. And so I think this show is one of the biggest reasons why the sport is where it is right now. I was the one girl on the dance team, because this was my major, sports broadcasting and telecommunications. So I'd actually research, know the players. I remember watching the Fab Five documentary with that Jalen put together, and he said how he'd really research guys to get under their skin. Well, I did that for my dance team. So I would say, okay, this is Mo Pete, this is Mateen Cleaves, this is what they do, this, and this. And there is a photo, and I don't know if Izzo has it in his office or what it is, but I've seen the photo where I'm screaming at Mo Pete, and he's pointing to the scoreboard, yelling at a little dancer, and that's me. So it's awesome. I love it. And Izzo always brings it up. 2007, and then you see the little, plaque right there that you walk over and I'll, stomp. But no, it's great. It's awesome. I have my fun with that all the time.